classic turkey with stuffing. Watch this Spanek magic. Merle, let me show everybody. Everybody asks.
Now, where are you going to put stuffing in with the Spanek vertical roaster?
Everybody always asks me that. One thing that you can't do, you can't stick it in the inside.
It defeats the whole purpose.
Because that's where the wires are pushing and everything else. So what you have the opportunity to do is you can take your favorite stuffings, make them up any way you want, and you stick them on the top.
Just fill up that.
Just fill up that whole pocket.
Makes a pretty presentation, and the rest of the stuffing can go in a separate dish.
Just move it right in there. Okay.
Which is the way most people recommend you do it.
I take it with my hand and put it in there. It's
there
make it a lot easier, and so you just
push it down.
Later on, when it's cooking, okay, it just absorbs some of the juices that end up towards the top. Okay, that's all there is to it. You want to leave yourself that area again.
Okay.
You know the wings.
Tuck those back.
Tuck those back. Okay? The rest of the stuffing you can do in a little pan. Do it on the side, and you can control it. You want to put your stuffing in, maybe like an hour before your turkey's done and so forth. And then you just move it right into the pan. Okay? You always want to season in your pan. Now, it's very easy because you have...
you've got that, and that's really good stuff, Denny. I use it on all kinds of things, steaks and...
We're going to take people on a little trip and show them where this is made and how it's made and how it's got discovered, but you can just then oil your bird down or water your bird down a little bit. See, it's got that right amount of paprika in it, and you just sprinkle it around, okay? And you just move it all around the bird.
That's low-sodium seasoning, too, isn't it? So for those people who are...
And one of the things, no basting whatsoever. You don't baste. Okay?
It sort of bastes itself.
It bastes itself. You don't have to keep going back.
And when you're finished, you've got a nice juices in the bottom of the pan to make it gravy.
Well, what you do is, and this is where you can play a little bit. Now, this is just water, but I can put a little wine in here, a little water in here, and that. But what that basically, what people do is they get a really big pan for just a little bitty roast, and they're always wondering why the bottom of the pan's burnt. You want to get a pan that's just about the size of your roast.
Okay.
And no bigger, because then it won't evaporate. Put a little more water in there.
Okay. And now, two things happen with this little bit of water. One, you get the basis for a nice gravy, and two, it doesn't spatter, and you don't get your oven all dirty.
Exactly. Well, hand me that little piece of aluminum foil right there. Because the only thing that you might want to do is about halfway through cooking,
when it starts to get a little dark on top.
When it starts to get a little dark on top, because all ovens have a tendency to do that, you just put a little aluminum foil on the top.
Poke that hole so the air keeps...
And you put it back in and you finish it off. You do about 400 degrees for half an hour. And then you do about another 350 degrees for about an hour and a half after that. And 2 hours, you're done.
2 hours, you got a turkey that would normally take 3.5.
You're done. That's the classic turkey and Spanek magic. It can't get any easier any time of the year. And half the time.